Dr. Shakib here from Irvine Spinal Wellness Center, your Irvine Posture and Chiropractic Clinic. This video has to do with developing your lower ab strength without doing any gym workout. So stay tuned. We have talked about functional movement, DNS, dynamic neuromuscular stabilization, developmental kinesiology. These are all words you may be familiar with, maybe not. This video has to do with developing lower ab. So many people, even with flat tummy, they do not have strength in the lower ab. So the whole abdominal muscles contract when the job is only related to the lower part of the abdominals. So can you imagine if the whole thing has to do the work when only the job requires the lower half, how exhausted this would get, and how the exhaustion of their abdominal muscles lead to many problems, from bad posture to lower back to mid back to pain between shoulder blades to neck pain, yes, to hip issues, SI joint problems, knee problems. It's all related. Why? Because your lower ab has to play its role in stabilizing your stabilizer, which is this rectangle front and back, while the extremities do their job. If your legs are helping in supporting the lower corners of this rectangle, then when they have to do their job, the support and stabilization of these two corners is going to be going down the tube because they're too busy doing the walking. So if they have to juggle between walking and stabilizing, you won't walk right, you won't stabilize right. So you will end up with issues like plantar fasciitis and wonder, well, what happened? So going back to the proper exercise, the way you want to do it, and we're going to make sure we put the video at the end of this video that has to do with engaging your barrel, and also what the initial positioning of your spine has to be for this pose. In brief, I can tell you your whole spine has to be touching the floor. So you're going to be laying down, engaging your barrel. You're going to be holding your arms up. Arms up does not mean your shoulder blade gets lifted up. You're not reaching with your shoulder blade and your arm. If any reaching has to take place, which it's not, is from the shoulder joint up, not lifting the shoulder blades. Your whole spine is on the floor. There is no gap. I won't be able to slide my hands under it or even get my fingers under my spine. The whole thing is touching the floor. I'm stabilizing my neck here, so it's as close to neutral as possible. And I go with my toes, touch the floor and up without my pelvis lifting like that. So the wrong way is if I reach to go up, to touch the floor and my spine goes up like that. The right way is when I touch and my spine does not lift up. When that happens, my lower ab is keeping my pelvis in a neutral position, and it's working in synchrony with the lower back area as the lower extremity is doing its job. The job of the lower extremity is not to support my torso. And that's where most people's problems are. Everyone with lower back issues has issues with lower extremities doing more than the lower extremity job. So let's do on that for a while. When you're sitting for an extended length of time, there's so many of your muscles that don't get a chance to work. And the portion of your brain that has to do with movement and sensation, the map of movement and sensation gets compromised as a result of that lifestyle. So when it comes to the blueprint of movement, that portion of your body that never got a chance or hardly got a chance to do its job because you were sitting, that portion gets skipped. So you gotta make the move with less areas, less than how it was designed. And that's a recipe for injuries, pain, and dysfunction. If you have any questions, comments, or any suggestions for future videos, make sure you contact me using one of the methods of contact in the description box. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and check out my podcast. Until next time, take care.